Welcome to my live. How are we all doing? Bit of a full start there. So yeah, hello and very warm welcome to my live. Welcome to Tarot Thursday, Symbols and Signs, Crystals and Astrology and Readings. I am coming to you live from the UK. It's just after 6 o'clock on Thursday the 23rd of November 2023. My name is Julie-Sian, for those who don't know who I am. I'm hoping I am in the right place because I've been sharing stuff to my other pages, and I'm hoping I'm live on Julie-Sian and not on Reiki Teddy or anywhere else. If it is live on Reiki Teddy, they're probably wondering why I'm talking tarot on a Reiki healing page. Yes! I don't know. Let's fingers crossed if someone finds me and tells me that I am in the right place. Hello, Love in the Moon. I must be in the right place because she's found me. Yay! A very warm welcome to everyone. So what are we talking about today? Now, as you know, Thursdays is Tarot Thursday. And over the last few weeks, I mean, it's been about 5 weeks now. I've been hopefully breaking down the myths and all the stuff around tarot. It's really difficult to read. There's all these 78 cards to learn, and got to do this and got to do that and stuff. And it's like, and you've got to be the 7th daughter of a 7th daughter. I mean, no, I'm not. It's really difficult. Well, I'm just trying to tell you that tarot is a type of oracle card. Now, and people go, it's really difficult. And I'm there. I was there. I was told growing up, tarot is the devil, it's the evil, it's the things the gypsies do, and you don't mess around with it. Then I was told that it's really difficult to learn, and you know, all these cards and all these stories, and you got the death card and the you know, all these different cards in it, and and I thought no. And then when I started diving in, so I stuck with my oracle cards, my angel oracle cards. Yeah, it's only 44 cards to learn, and it's all angelic and things like that. And then I thought, okay, and now when I moved to, I'm scared, I'm here earlier. Yeah, what are you doing early? What do you want to know? Maybe there's something here you need to know, and you've got to be here the whole time. Don't know. Oh, you're going to love tomorrow. Oh my God, I've done the card for the day for tomorrow, and we're going to be doing numbers tomorrow, angel numbers, and it's the number 31 tomorrow. But that's a heads up on tomorrow. I'm jumping ahead because there's lots of different types of oracle cards, and the card deck I'm using tomorrow is a numerology divination card, and the one on on Saturday it's a power animal card. Why am I doing my card readings ahead? Because something exciting is happening on Saturday, which is probably changing the whole course of my life. So, got some exciting announcements to make. Something exciting is happening on Saturday. I have mentioned it, and some of you have been following me all week, so you know what I'm up to. But there is a massive possibility that this is going to be a massive change in my life. I was talking to my therapist, my nail technician today. You know, your therapist or your nail technician or your hairdresser. You know, ladies, you know who I mean. You know, I've gone to have my nails done. And you talk to your therapist, the nail technician. Talk to the hairdresser. There's another therapist. Good old Vicky, love her. The thing is, she's spiritual. And she's got a camper van as well. So, of course, she's rather biased. Who knows? That's good. Okay. So, but I'm jumping ahead. Yeah, psychic here or what? So, I've been sort of preparing things ahead because I'm going to be busy for the next few days sorting out some exciting things that's happening in my life. Yeah, it's really exciting. I think scary. Oh my gosh! But you know what? Fear. Face everything and rise. Yes, of course one has doubts when you're changing life, when you're taking a change. It is scary going against them. You've got people who've got their own belief system, and of course when you're rubbing up against people's belief systems and it's like you're rocking their boat. It's because you're rocking their boats because you're a vision of what they wish they could do, and it's like, so what? I'm going to not let other people tell me what to do. You only get to a certain age in life, you get like this. And you lot are going to miss all this, aren't you? Because, yeah, Lavender Moon, I've already told what's coming. But since I've told the message, I've had a sort of an idea. So don't worry, I'm not disappearing for good. Not yet, anyway. Okay, So Tarot Thursday. So as I say, tarot cards are a form of oracle cards, because when you go to an oracle, why am I going to an oracle? For advice, knowledge, wisdom. You know, the pharaohs in Egypt, they used to have their own oracles, and you know, the Incas, they had oracles. You know, all throughout the world, you know, the Chinese emperors, they had oracles. People that go for wisdom. There'd be astrologers. Is it in the signs? What's his name? Genghis Khan, I think he had an oracle card as well, and Genghis Khan, he would only go into battle if it was the right thing. There's a lot of people go, oh no, not we won't go in the battle today. It's not good. We'll do it tomorrow because you know it's the wrong time to do it. Blah blah blah. All throughout the year, centuries and centuries, people have gone to oracles for advice. And this is what an oracle card is. It's giving you an extra guidance, some sort of advice on the side because you're not sure. And sometimes it is. We do know what's inside, but we don't trust our intuition because we're surrounded by so many negative naysayers. So much we're surrounded by the community, by our religions, by our teachers, by the government and things. And we're told all these things. And it's like when you step out of that frigging box and you realise that they're telling you a load of bullshit and horse manure and dog, you know, whatever, and it's like, I'm not going to have this change. Fear mongering. Oh, didn't we like the cancer? You know why that was nice, giving a little bit here and a little bit there. Apparently though, we're all going to be about £900 worse off every year. Someone worked out it's going to be like £1,900 worse off. Sounds good. Not really. It's all bullshit, but it's why, because there's an election next year. So it's a bullshit budget that they announced yesterday, completely, because they want to make everyone happy. Look, we're giving you all this money. Yeah, no, we're not going into politics today. But tarot, back to the tarot. It's an oracle, so we go for advice, you know, for knowledge and wisdom, because you know something we doubt. We're told to doubt, and of course we're always told to listen to your parents, and they know right. And you listen to parents and they only know what they've been told, and then they only know what their grandparents told them, and so on and so forth. And of course you've got to remember your parents and your grandparents and great parents grew up like in the war. It wasn't like that when the dinosaurs run around. And of course life is completely different now, and you've got different opportunities and things. I mean, we've lived through a pandemic. Oh yes, absolutely. So of course life is different. Exactly. And sometimes we sort of doubt ourselves, and of course you want validation from people, because you always want to be validated from people. You know, I want to, let me ask my best friend, what my best friend think? You know, should I go and get this camper van or not? And they go, oh, no, you're not meant to get a proper job. Fuck that to a proper job. You know, you need a proper job, and you work 9 to 5 and and all this freedom of the world. No, I wouldn't do that. And I went, well, no, you wouldn't do it because you're stuck in your old ways. Hey, you know what? I can get a little dog and I can go in my camper van and I can have my little dog and we can go on adventures with travels with Reiki Teddy. I don't know. We'll see what happens on Saturday. Who knows? It may not be the wrong. It may or may not be the right one. It may or may not be, but we're going on an adventure. I hope my driver is still up for it. Don't know where he is at the moment, but I'm hoping he is. Where is everyone, Lavender Moon? Let's tag some people in and get people tagged in that we're here. So the tarot is just a form of oracle card, and of course I've been talking about it over the last few weeks. We've talked about the numbers 1 to 10. We've talked about the suits, coins and cups and swords and wands. We talked about those. We've talked about the page, the knight, the king and queen. And over the last previous 3 weeks to that, we've been looking at the take the risk or being full of regrets. I know, full of regrets, absolutely. And we've the last 3 weeks we've been looking at the major. So we looked at the minor arcana, then we looked at the major arcana. And today we're going to look at some of the symbols and symbolism and how you can fit in the tarot with your modern day life. Now, what was the title of today? Tarot Thursday, Symbols and Signs, Crystals and Astrology Readings. So yeah, because a lot of people, you know, and you can use the tarot in so many ways. Now, if you're aware of the major arcana, the numbers are 0 to 21. Brain dead then, 0 to 21, and so you can use the numbers there. But did you know that certain cards in the major arcana represent the signs. So we've got Aries, which is the Emperor. We have Taurus, which is the Hierophant. We have Gemini, which is the Lovers. We have Cancer, which is the Chariot. The Leo is your Strength card. Virgo is the Hermit. Libra is Justice. Scorpio is Death. Sagittarius is Temperance. Capricorn is the Devil. Aquarius is the Star. And Pisces is the Moon. Isn't that, yeah, where are you? So I'll run that over again. So stars and association. So we've got Aries. So like I said, we're going through the cards of the major arcana here. Actually, so we have Uranus is the Fool. But hang on, let's look at this. So Aries is represented the Emperor, the Fire, the Start, the Father. Then they got the Teacher, which is the Taurus. Gemini, the Lovers. Cancer is the Chariot. Leo is Strength. Virgo is the Hermit. Libra is the Justice card. Scorpio is the Death card. Sagittarius is Temperance. Capricorn is the Devil. Aquarius is the Star. And Pisces is the Moon. There's also other planets which are represented. The Sun card, of course, is the Sun. That makes sense, doesn't it? The Sun card in the major arcana is represents the Sun. The Moon is the High Priestess. Of course, the Moon is the High Priestess. She's the feminine goddess. Mercury is the Magician. Oh yeah, a bit of Mercury there. Venus, the Empress. Well, Venus is love. The Empress is your mother. Mars is the Tower. Jupiter is the Wheel of Fortune. Saturn is the World. Uranus is the Fool, which is the first card, 0 card. Neptune is the Hanged Man, and Pluto is a Judgment. Don't you love that? 1-to-1 masterclass for me. Yeah, private tarot lesson here, absolutely. So that is how. So if you are into astrology, you can study the cards and realize that it's more than just the major arcana and minor arcana. Then we go. Sorry, the book I'm reading from is the Tarot Bible. Today, the Tarot Bible by, this one's by Sarah Bartlett. My other book I use is the Tarot Life Planner. I have got another tarot book somewhere else, but I don't know where it is, but I don't know. Hello, Nikki Duff. So thank you. So like I said, there's symbols and symbolism. So, you know, if you're into astrology and you want to know how it works, you know, like I said, the Emperor is Aries. And then, so we quickly go, the Aries and the Emperor. Aries is about asserting yourself and taking control of your life. Well, the Emperor, the father, it's the masculine, it's taking action. The Taurus and the Hierophant. Taurus needs to feel safe, and when it's the needy, you know, I need to feel safe because the teacher is telling me what to do. I feel safe by listening to the tarot. Gemini and the Lovers. Gemini relies on wits and brains, so you're using your head to make a decision. Or are you using your head or your heart? The Gemini is 2, isn't it? Gemini. And guess what? We got a full moon in Gemini on Monday. Woo, woo, woo. I'm in Asda. Just finished shopping. Oh, snacks for the ride on Saturday. Let me know what time you're going to be picking me and Anna up. I'm not in my gym jams when you come knocking on the door. Hello, Sandra Smith. Oh, we've got some beautiful people joining us today. So, Gemini, the Lovers. Cancer and the Chariot. Cancer wants to belong. And when you draw the Chariot, do you feel you belong to anything or anyone? A tribe, a clan, and that's the Cancer. And of course, Cancer, the crab, he's solitary in his own little shell, right? The crab, solitary in his own shell, but he wants to be part of everyone, but he's on his own. Hence why Cancer is the Chariot. Leo and Strength. Leo, the king. The Lord of it, the majesty, and of course he's going to be strong in his power. You can't have a weak king. Well, you do in the UK. Let's not get royalist here tonight. Oh, you're going to miss this when I've got an announcement later. Virgo and the Hermit. Virgo is discriminating but critical. So the Hermit, he goes with him because when he's criticising other people, he's actually criticising himself. because everything you put out is a mirror image of you. So when you see someone and they're really irritating, that's probably it's within you that's irritating you as well, you know. Are you too self-critical? Doesn't this not make sense? Libra and justice. Well, of course, the Libra, the justice of the scales. Okay, Libra, justice scale, and then you've got representing the justice card. Well, doesn't this make sense now when you think about it? Scorpio and death. Scorpio is all about passion and power and the sting in the tail. And it's like transforming your life, you know, Scorpio. And death isn't the end. It isn't the end of the end. It's the end of it. End of the news, end of one situation and moving into another situation. Oh, we are. Sagittarius and Temperance is Sagittarius is optimistic and explorative, and Temperance is like weighing up things. You know, can you do this? Have you the chance to work on your desires? And you're being optimistic. Capricorn and the Devil. Ooh, Capricorn is self-reliant and conventional. That's what the Devil is saying. You've got to do this, the chain around your neck. You've got to have a 9-to-5 job. You've got to have a mortgage, and you've got to do this. You've got to do that. So it's your community, your religion, the government. So it's the chain around your neck. Capricorn, no, it's not. You don't have to be conventional. Let's be different and step outside the box. Aquarius and the star. Aquarius is an idealistic and independent. The star, it twinkles in the dark. If you didn't have the darkness, you couldn't see the stars. And the stars, again, you know, shining a light. And they're I wish upon a falling star, or whatever it is. And it's like idealistic and independent. Pisces and the moon. Pisces is impressionable. If you identify with this energy, you're currently being misled by what others say or do. Yeah, because the moon, you see the light. Oh, that's what you've got to do. You're being misled, because when you go into the shadows, you realise the truth. The planets with the sun is the tarot card is the sun. Makes sense. The moon rules Cancer, is the high priestess, and so on and so forth. Don't you just love this when you understand these things? So then this is going to love, where's my fix? I love this one though, and this is going to be right up Lavender Moon's thing. As Lavender Moon, and everyone knows, I love my crystals. I've got a whole load that I've got to sell. I don't have to, but I might do a crystal sale sometime. Don't know when. Well, I could do with earning some pocket money, because this camper van is going to cost some money. I've got to raise some money somehow. No, I don't have to raise it. I've got the money. I have it now. The money is here. Yes, the law of assumption. The law of assumption. And I'm working in my, not my 3D or my 4D, but I'm working on my 5D vibration at the moment. I have it now. And it's great because I've got this money. And in fact, one of the ways of bringing a man, I'm swapping and churning at the moment, because I've been really studying the law of manifesting. As you know, I love the laws of the universe and how it works and things. I mean, Lavender Moon and I love the law of polarity, the cause and effect, but you know, we've got the law of polarity, love that. But we're always working on the third dimension. You know, I want this, I want that. And when you do the and you go, oh, you make your affirmations and you go, I am enough, I am worthy, I have this, I have that. That is all to do with your base chakra, which is great. You're putting it foundation. But it's like in your 3D, you're living a life of problems. Got this problem. I haven't got any money, so I want money. I am worthy of a lot of money. I'm worthy of a lot of money. But no matter what you do, it's on the place of lack. When you work from the fourth dimension, you've got the solution. Okay, the fourth dimension is the solution. You know, I've got the money. Okay, what am I going to do to bring in the money? And then it's going like this. Now, the fifth dimension is working like the law of assumption. You've got it. But what it is rather than saying, I'm waiting for the money to come and I've got the money, which is 4D, you know, the 4D is the visualization. I've got the money. 5D is taking it to the next step. And the 5D is, I'm going to spend the money because I've got it now. I'm not ready to receive. I've actually got it. And you start thinking how you're going to spend that money rather than I'm wanting and I'm visualizing what it's like to have the £3 million cascading down me. 5D is going, I've got the money now. Where am I going to spend it? I'm actually going to spend, and this is where you start spending the money, not the, I've read that somewhere, and affirmations are on the root chakra. Yes, because you always put them in that I am, and I am is your root chakra. When you work from your thing is, you speak the truth is, or the heart, you know, I love money, I love money, I love money, that's your heart chakra. You know, I'm speaking, I am worthy, whatever. And yeah, there's these different affirmations, way of speaking. I've got it written down somewhere. I need to share it somewhere. Because when you are working with your third eye and crown chakra, you are working with the universe. And this is why working with the 5D. And if you suddenly start going, I've got the money. This is your 5 dimension. And when I've got the money, I'm going to spend it on my first class travel to New York. I'm spending my money, and I'm seeing myself on that plane because I've got the money now, and I'm going first class to New York and seeing that Broadway musical. I'm seeing myself in my camper van. I see myself as the going into the shop, and all my books are there for sale. I see it. Not I am a writer, I'm a writer. And this is what the 5D is, because rather than keep going, I'm ready to receive, 5D is I've got the money. And then you start actually seeing yourself spending that money. Can you see the difference between I am worthy, that's your 3D, because it's like, you know, I need money, I'm manifesting this money, because you're working from a place in that. 4D is the solution, you know, is the visualization, okay. The mantras, I suppose the mantras are, but the mantra again is like the third ring. But the 5D, so when you really want this stuff, start working from the 5th dimension, which is the universe, you know, 5th, 6th, 7th, because we're all elevating up. I've gone from tarot to manifesting, but this is what you do. Start going, you know, what is my life going to be like? Yeah, when I've got this flat, I'm going to feel so safe, and I can have these great parties. I can hold these meditation circles. I can do this. Oh, I've got this house, a bungalow with a garden. Oh, I can see myself planting my flowers. Rather than going, I'm visualizing the bungalow, I'm actually going, my life is in the bungalow. I can see myself walking the door. I can see myself cooking these amazing meals at the, and that is your 5D. Don't you love it? Okay, back to the tarot. But yeah, I read it somewhere. Affirmations are the root chakra. Absolutely. So this is the next thing, is how the tarot is symbolized. So we talked about the astrology, you know, with Aries is the emperor, Cancer is the Hierophant, etc. like that. So, and how it connects with that. Also, as I was saying, Lavender Moon and I love our crystals. And did you know different crystals represent different cards in the heart? This is all the major arcana, and if you are working with a specific card, so you want to work with the magician, you want to manifest all your things, and you want to work with the magician because he's got all the knowledge there, you've got the earth, air, fire, water and spirit, and blah 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 that. If you want to connect with these individual cards on a deeper level, so say for example, you want to work with the magician. I can't find it now. We use the magician. Is Mercury. So you've got the magician, you're working and connecting with Mercury. You can try using topaz. So you get hold of the magician card. You know what the knowledge and information, because you've got to check back 3 weeks ago. Okay, I talked about the magician and all then, I'm not going to repeat. So you know what the energy of the magician, so you're going to tap into the card of the magician. So you find the card of the magician out of your deck, upside down. So you get your magician card, you look at the card, you look at all the symbols. Oh, I sounded posh there. Quick, bang me up on the head. Too much knowledge is dangerous, Lavender Moon. So you would get that card and you would study, look at the pictures, look at the symbols that are within that card, study it and tap into the energy. But one of the things, you can try connecting with topaz. So we've got all these cards, and here are some great crystals. The full is orange carnelian. So if you're starting off a brand new journey, perhaps that I need to do, no, I'm not mean the full, I'm the dreamer, because I prefer the dreamer card. Call it in Bradley Valentine as the dreamer. So you can connect with the full. It's exciting. I'm starting on a new journey. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Bit naive about stepping into it, but you know what? The world is my oyster, and yeah, I'm going off to it. I can hold my orange carnelian and connect with the orange carnelian. And it's all about rebellion. Yeah, starting new. Rebellion, that's me. That's me, rebellion. I'm going against the grain. I'm starting anew. The magician is the topaz. So connect with topaz with the magician. It's understanding. The high priestess is an opal. And that's all sensitivity, the opal. The empress, tourmaline, compassion. The emperor, red carnelian. Now interesting, the full is orange, but the emperor, because red is an action colour, isn't it? Red carnelian is the emperor, and that's all about action. It says action. The hierophant is the rose quartz and value. The lovers is citrine, and it's communications. You've got to communicate with your lover. The chariot is the moonstone, control. The strength is the tiger's eye, inspiration. The hermit is peridot, discrimination. Don't you love this? The wheel of fortune, lapis lazuli, wisdom. Justice is jade, harmony. The hanged man is the blue lace agate. I love blue lace agate. Isn't it a pretty little colour? And it's lovely. Sacrifice. Death, malachite. Oh, I love malachite. I've got some on my mantelpiece over there, but you can't see it. Trust me, I've got some malachite. I like malachite. Transformation. Temperance is turquoise, going with the flow. The devil is obsidian. Ooh, breaking free. The tower is red agate, progression. The star is amber, rationalization. Don't you love this? The moon is aquamarine, fantasy. The sun is clear quartz, optimism. Judgment is amethyst, awakening, and the world of onyx. Well, the world is represented by onyx and structure. Don't you love that? How all these crystals, and when you look at the meaning of the crystals and the meaning of the cards, and you understand, and it's like, wow, isn't this clever? How it all comes together. So if you love crystals, malachite. Yeah, I remember I got a malachite wand which got broken the other day. It snapped yonks ago. But I got to have it when I became a Reiki master. I got myself some malachite, and then it snapped. But now I've got a different shape malachite. Don't you just love it? How all these things interconnect with each other. Let me see if there's anything else. I think that's all there is there on that. That's it. So that is how that is. But then we've got all the cards. Again, you know, we'll look at the two cards. Okay, I'll just quickly do this in case anyone wants to have a reading. It just, at one time we got 4 people jumped on, and now, you know. I may or may not be doing readings today. If I do, I'll be using the Angel Tarot by Radley Valentine. You need to be over 18 for a reading. Not allowed to give legal, medical or financial advice or pregnancy advice. It's classed as entertainment purposes only. If you choose to use it for other reasons apart from entertainment, it's down to you or not down to me. It's not a cop-out. I have to legally say it's entertainment. So there's other things that in a card. And when you look at these things, and this is going to be a little bit difficult, 2 of air. Now we all know this is the card for the day. The full reading is on my YouTube channel. I'm just going to put the link, not the link, but the name, YouTube. Julie-Sian 777. So check out my YouTube channel if you want that. Hello, Sally. So if you want the full in-depth reading, it is on my YouTube channel. You can also see a smaller version as a reel today, and also on my TikTok. So the 2 of air. Now, air is all about our thoughts. And the 2 here is being unable, unwilling to make a decision. Look, they're crossing horns. You know, when you come to a crossroads in your life, do I go left? Do I go right? You can use the symbolism there. Okay, the symbolism of the crossed horns. You're fighting against yourself. Do I do this? Do I do that? Should I do this? If I do this, what will people think? If I don't do this, what will other people, will I be letting people down? I'm making a decision. Well, it's a stalemate. Neither of these unicorns are giving way to each other. There's stalemate. Air, what is the thought? Your thought. If you've got a stalemate, you're going over and over and over, I should do this. You've got all the pros and on the cons, the pro for this, the cons of this. Should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? Do the making, or should I do this? Basically, listen to your intuition, and if it no longer makes you happy, don't do it. This is why I've been making some decisions. Hello, Sally. So pretending there's no problem, you know, you're pretending, you know, thinking, but then it's like you're pretending because you're procrastinating, and it's a stalemate, and it's like taking action. But you can look at the other images, and that's not a very good one. So let's take the 5 of fire. Fire is the wands. So you can see there's wands there. There's 5 there. The number 5, I've always said, is a plateau, because you've got to make a decision. Should I go with here? Should I go there? I'm in a position where I started at 1, and now I've got more knowledge, and now it's like, well, actually it's not what I want to do. I'm training to be a doctor, but I used to want to be an orthopedic surgeon, but now I've learned all about the heart. I've decided I want to be a cardiologist instead of that. So you're making the decision. But when you look at this card, so you look at, we've been talking about understanding the number of 5. Number of fire is all about your passion, what you're passionate about, what makes you angry, what makes you, you know, annoyed, what makes you go, yeah, the joy, I want to get out of bed and do this. Yes, I've got this, that and the other. Single for years. Yeah, I will do readings in a minute. I'm just doing a little bit of teaching, Sandy. Yeah, and if you want to, that's a full in-depth reading. I'll talk about that in a minute, Sandy. Are you ready? Are you ready to have a partner in your life? Are you ready, Sandy, to have a partner in life? And if so, are you ready to do the actions to get that correct partner? And what sort of partner do you want? And if you want someone who is loving and respectful to you, are you loving and respectful to yourself? Or are you going to be setting for second best? When you realise what sort of lover you want, and then you start putting out and taking action. So if you want to have someone who respects and treat you as an equal, do you respect other people and treat them as an equal? That's what I want to know. Or are you constantly slagging off people and gossiping about people? Shows that you don't respect them, you don't respect yourself. What sort of person do you want in your life? Do you want someone who's a vegetarian, a vegan who loves animals? Or do you want, you know, and then start living that life and going to places where you attract. So if you want to, if you're into history and you like to work with someone who likes to go and visit museums, why not start and join your local history group and connecting with people who are like-minded? Bing, bash, bosh. I've got some sleep woo-woo. I was in agony. Oh, no. Oh no, I hardly had energy to the bloody wind rattling around 40 miles. Oh, God. Sleep. My problem is the frigging numbers. I keep being woken up and seeing the numbers in the middle of the night. You know, 3:46, 4:56, 12:34. That is my problem. Being woken up by the frigging numbers, 3:33 and stuff. So this is fine. But one of the things you can do is when you look at these cards and you're meditating on 5 of Fire, some of the things is look at the colours. So look at the symbols. What does these colours represent to you? And which of those 5 colours, I don't know if you can see, stands out? Now, there's 5 different colours there and 5 different people. One could say, oh, the pink is making more sense to me. The orange or the red or the green or the blue, I'm attracted to those colours. And then understand the symbolic meaning of those colours. What does that colour behind mean? What's all the green? The heart of the centre is here. The heart of the problem. You look at the imagery on these cards. There's another one. Okay, here's one. The Knight of Earth. So you can look at this card. You've got the easy option, Julie. So you look at the cards. Yeah, my easy option is to go what my heart tells me. And it doesn't matter which way I go with, as long as I listen to my heart and what makes me joyful, no matter what my decision is, it's going to be right. Absolutely. But I'm in a stalemate. The time to buckle down. So the Knight of Earth. Okay, when you look at this card, what do the symbols mean? You know, someone says, oh, I'm drawn to the flowers at the bottom. What do the flowers represent? What color does that represent? You know, you've got the tree on the left. Does that make sense to you? The tree to the left, you know, the wisdom. You've got all the knowledge coming into you. You've got the path ahead of you. You've got the rock. Yes, there may be obstacles, but there's always a way through the obstacles. So when you look at this card, again, I've got these things. Sometimes people can read from the card, and what does the symbol of a tree represents to you? What does the symbol of the color green represents to you? What is the symbol of a horse represents to you? What is the symbol of a man represents to you? What is the, you know, there's golden leaves. Maybe you're at the autumn. It's time to change, you know, change what you used to know and start anew. I don't know. But there's lots of things here. Earth, it's all about the earth, our material needs. White flowers, purity. There you go. White flowers, purity. Someone else might say, oh, they look like, because to me, there's about 3 different types of flowers on here. So when you look closely, to me, there's a type of flower there, there's a type of flower there, and there's another type of flower there. So there's lots of different types of flowers, and you can interpret. One goes, oh, one looks like a daisy. What does a daisy mean? Someone else might say, oh, that looks like a rose to me. What does the rose represent to you? What else? Oh, someone else might say, they might be drawn to the chain around the horse. Actually, I think it's a unicorn. Could be wrong. Yeah. Do you interpret that when you see that horse? What does a horse represent to you? Freedom running across the prairies? Or does it mean a horse is safe in his stable? Actually, this horse is just standing there. It's like, are you refusing to take action? Because he's not a movement there. He's just standing there contemplating life. You know, or maybe you say, well, actually, he is movement, because I can see there's movement in his mane. So he is moving, and he's just, you know, how do you see it? What colour do you represent? You know, the blue around the neck, you know, are you not speaking your truth? Are you feeling chained in because you're not speaking? Yeah, absolutely. So you can actually read all the different symbols in that card. Let's pick another one. Oh, renewal. Renewal. Okay. So when you see this, renewal, you're going to think this is card number 20. You're reviewing all the past life. This is nearly the end of the end of the major arcana. So you're looking back your old life and you're thinking, right, renewing my new way of thinking. I've gone through all these lessons and now I can think differently. But you're standing judgment, you know, speaking the truth to, well, this is Archangel Jeremiah. So there's Archangel Jeremiah. If you can't see this in colour, she is wearing purple. It is purple, judgment, and she's got a beautiful lilac sword with a light at the end. That is her arm with jade, to me it looks like jade coloured bracelets on her arm. Review and evaluate a favourable assessment of the facts, and it's time to move in a new direction. Now, yes, it's scary going into a new direction. Emotions, because you're starting new. This is water. Water represents emotions, doesn't it? And you might think, oh my gosh, it's scary. It could be a topsy-turvy. I've got these boulders in the way and it's scary. But it's like, no, you've got all the knowledge. You've come from the past. And and once you start your journey, you realise actually the waves aren't as big and that you can make your way through the obstacles that are there. And it may be, you know, fear. I'm drawn to lavender sword. Yeah, I'm drawn to that as well. You've got the whiteness of, oh, it's interesting. There's 3 people there, a man, a woman and a child. And they're all in white. Purity, innocence. Yes, it is scary stepping into things because you're naive about it. But once you step out, it's easy because it's like I've got the knowledge behind me, and yes, you are leaving the past behind, but you're stepping into a new exciting. But the trouble is, when people say, "Oh, you're going to go this," and other people will give you all these obstacles. They will say, "Oh, you can't do this because you don't know this. You can't do that. It's going to be difficult. You are, and why do you think you're doing that? You're going against your family. You're going against your religion. You're going against the government. You know, you should be having this, that." And you go, but actually, the emotions is, I'm going to go with what I love. I'm in the light on the top of the sword. Yeah. Because they're going to keep you safe. Because you're going with your heart. And of course you're going to have new obstacles in your new journey. The clear puddle of the bottom of the dress draws me to... Yes. And what does that mean to you, the clear puddle? There's reflection. It's like they're reflected. You've got to do a reflection of your past life. Do you want to stay in the past, which is... You know, stay with the ego, stay with what you know, the pain of what you know, you're reflecting, or do I step into a wonderful, and yes, it is scary stepping into the future, but you've got all the knowledge, and stop reflecting back and being the poor me, because this is, and of course it's going to be scary because you don't know what the future, and you might have these obstacles, but look back in your past life. In your past life, last week, last month, last year, you had obstacles which you overcame and given you knowledge today. So of course everyone is going to have obstacles. Everyone's going to have good days, bad days, stormy days, sunshine days. But this is part of your growth. And it's time. You've got stuck in the mud, and it's time to step forward, renewal, time to move in a new direction. Get out of the things. Yeah, the clear puddle or bottom of a dress draws me. Absolutely. So there you go. What other symbols do you see there? Let's have a look at another card. Okay. Oh, life experience. Now, life experience. This is Archangel Tamiel. A significant life event is about to happen. Yes, when you take flight, when the caterpillar has turned into the butterfly, and then they take flight, you've got a brand new life experience is happening. You're no longer the butterfly, the caterpillar. You're now a butterfly, and it's a new life experience, a powerful revelation. But in this card, you've got the butterfly. There is we have we've got two birds there. Now where my finger is, there's birds. The birds are flying high. The birds are flying high because they're seeing the bigger picture, the golden opportunity. There's some different colour butterflies. There's a blue butterfly, speaking your truth, flying high. And if no one supports you, you go, yeah, but I'm speaking my truth. You've got the white butterfly. You've got the red flowers, you've got blue flowers, you've got, we've got carnations, we've got a tower there, but it's a shadow of a tower, okay, life experience. So you've got a solid foundation, but you're stepping into a new one. So look at, and what, you've got the different leaves, and so you can sort of go, what have we got at the front? Do you know what? I've just suddenly spotted that. There is like, if you can see that, it's very difficult to spot. It's a see-through, and it looks like an hourglass, but it's in purple. What does that represent to someone? I see the red flowers. Yeah, passion, love, danger. I don't know what to, because everyone sees red at different ones. So you've got different terminology there. Now, you've got the wings spread out. He's actually got a halo, but around him he's also got butterflies, transformation. So you can look at all the images on all these cards. So whatever tarot deck you've got, in some of the tarot decks there's a number 8. We've got Ace of Water here. Ooh, Ace of Water, falling in love, or the resurgence of a relationship, a resurgence of your own life. But it's like water. When you see water, what does that represent to you? You know, the tides coming in and out, the moon goddess is affecting the tides. It's all about your emotions. Yes, still water, rough water on the top, one cup standing strong. You've got a fish swimming around that. What does fish represent? There's the around the bottom of the cup is some jewels, and actually on the cup itself, when you look closely, there is a face. There's a face in there. And what does the fish represent? What do you think the fish looks like? To me, that looks like a whale. To me, that looks like a whale. An orca maybe, but someone else might go, well, actually it just looks like a trout to me. Look at the symbolism. You know, rough waters or not, well, it's the starting of a new journey. So what else? It's time for the hourglass. Oh yes, it's an hourglass. There you go. You see, you represented it as an hourglass. These cards, I've used them for so often. Oh, the Hermit. Right, we've got the Hermit here. There's planets. You've got the different planets there. You've got Earth. You've got 2 planets there. One is looking green, and one, or maybe one's the moon. So you've got the Earth, the moon. Sorry, you've got Earth. Maybe that's moon or things, and then you've got a green planet there. Which is the green planet? What's the green planet? I know Neptune is the blue planet. So you've got the planets. So maybe you like to tap into the universe and connecting it, saying, right, connect to your spirit guides. The Hermit is go within and connect with your intergalactic spirit guides, because you've got the universe is represented there. They've got the lantern. What does the lantern represent to you? What does, he's got a walking stick. What does the walking stick represent to you? There is an image of a tower there. The tower is there. What does a tower represent to you? There is a big planet there. Is that the moon, or is it a different planet? He's got lots of like fireflies. Look to me, they like fireflies. What is the spiritual meaning of a firefly to you? So when you get the Hermit, not only do you think about what is the meaning of the Hermit, you can actually tap into the images of the tarot card and tell me what these different things would love a card. Yeah, I'm going to be doing cards in a minute. So when you look at these cards, don't just take the literal meaning of like 2 of air. Oh, the 2 of air is swords, loggerheads. But it's like, well, you know, what does the cross means? The walking stick is a sturdy help. Absolutely. Sturdy help. So yeah, so you've got all these different meanings. So what does someone else think about walking stick? It's helping you to walk forward. You're tapping the way. It's giving you the support. I like that support, the sturdy help. Like I think to me, because I look at the planets. Well, of course, I work with my Inueta, my intergalactic guide. You know, so working with the, maybe you need to work with not just the moon. Don't work just with the sun. Work with Mars. Work with Mercury. Work with Pluto. Work with all these other planets. I was talking right at the beginning, different cards represented different planets, you know. So maybe rather than just sticking and working with the moon and the sun, how many people actually work with sun? Very few people work with the energy of the sun. I love working with the energy of the sun and the moon, but I do like working with Mars and Mercury and Venus and all these other planets, because they affect us as well. So you look at that and go, which of the planets are you drawn to? You're drawn to the Earth or these other planets, or the one behind, and what is that? Maybe that is Mercury. Well, no, I don't know, Mercury, whatever. Do you want to connect with a firefly? Work with the spiritual energy of a firefly. It's lighting your way. You can't see the firefly unless there's darkness there. He's got the lantern there. So there's lots of imagery you can work with within these cards. And I'll do one more and then I'll start doing the reading. Oh God, I've been on for 50 minutes and I haven't done any reading. I won't do that one because things. Okay, 7 of Fire. Oh, I love the fire cards. 7 of Fire. We've got a dragon. What does a dragon represent to you? What do you mean by a dragon? Is she holding on to him, or is she just sitting there? What about all those fires, arrows flying around there? The colours. You've got all the different colours of the rainbow. On that wing, which of the colours are you drawn to? One time you might read this and you might go, I'm attracted to the greens. Another time you might be attracted to the pinks. Another time you might be attracted to the orange. Another time you might be attracted to the blue. You might be attracted to, oh, she's got a wand in her hand, but the wand is pointing down. What does that represent to you? Back now, shopping done. Awesome. So there's a wand popping down. What does that represent to you? Okay, then you've got in the corner, you've got all the different colours there. They look to me like arrows from a bow and arrow flying off. They can go anywhere you like. You've got all the different symbols in there. Oh, the dragon, he's got two golden horns. Two golden horns. Are you drawn to the gold of the horns, which are pointing up to the universe? You've got the red hair of the fairy. Is she a Irish goddess? Is she a Scottish goddess? Who does she represent when you see that goddess? What does she, you know, who do you think that is? Is that your inner fire? The feminine nurturing? Because some of these cards have a masculine fairy on them and other ones. Hope you got cake. Oh, yes, indeed. Her leg is very prominent, isn't it? It's, yeah, and it's covered up, the knee and things, and it's like she's moving forward because you use your leg to move forward. It is a very prominent leg. Absolutely. Well spotted. So look up the spiritual meaning of a leg. Louise Hay. What does Louise Hay represent about legs? Okay. Is she got that knee? Is the knee ready to kick forward? Or is she holding herself back? You know, is it holding her leg back, or she thinks, because knee is flexible. Are you not being flexible enough? There's lots of meanings. The colours to me make me think Kundalini. Oh, you see, I never thought of the Kundalini. So you can see these cards, and you get any tarot deck or any oracle card deck. You do this with an oracle card deck you've got. Don't just look at the take things. Balanced. Yeah, she's balancing herself on the dragon so she doesn't fall forward. Because she's got in one hand, she's got the wand, so she needs to somehow hold on to the dragon. She's got one hand on one side and her other leg is balancing her, and she's going, yeah, I'm in a balanced, equal way of moving forward with the Seven of Fire magic. So you can see how these cards, so whether you've got an oracle card deck, whatever oracle card, whether it's a numerology card deck, a fairy affirmation card deck, whether you're using dragon decks, whether you're using angelic decks, you know, whatever you want to do, a moonology deck, look at the symbols and images. Don't just take the one meaning of the card. Look at all the other meanings. Does that make sense? So let's do a very good. Now, before I move on, special offer. I've got my Black Friday offer. The Black Friday offer is valid until midnight Monday, which is Cyber Monday. So if you book a Pathfinder reading, which is £75, if you book one between now and Monday and pay for it, got to pay for it, you can get a numerology reading completely free. So, and a numerology reading is £55, 55p, and we've got 5 watchers. Don't we love that? 5 watches on 50. So my numerology readings are £55, 55p. If you book and pay for a Pathfinder reading, we don't have to get the Path reading down this weekend because I'm slightly busy this weekend anyway, so I haven't got time for it. You will get a free things. Louise Hay, leg is moving forward or reluctance to. Oh, yes, because she's got her leg backwards. Why are you holding forward to moving forward? Absolutely. So, who is here? So I'm going to do some very, very quick read. So if you're interested in having a free numerology reading, which is to the value of £55, book a Pathfinder reading and you will get a free reading. God, what a great saving. What a massive saving. This offer is not on my website. You have to go through me here to message me direct for that offer. I have got other offers available. I've got my Elemental Fairies affirmation cards offer, and I have also got a Reiki Teddy offer on as well. So at 55 minutes and 55 seconds, we have Lavender Moon. Lavender Moon has the Queen of Earth. The Queen of Earth is thoughtful, creative, warm and sensible, which is who you are. Thoughtful, you are creative, you are very warm-hearted, and you are sensible. Make time for those around you, like your spirit guides. Talk to your spirit guides. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. Have a look at the images. Quickly have a look and see if anything catches your eye. I could see the coins. The coins at the bottom catches my eye in this image, but that's for me. So that is for Lavender Moon, Queen of Earth, thoughtful, creative, warm and sensible. There is the card. Make time for those around you. Take a sensible approach. Deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. If you want a full in-depth reading for that card and any other readings, book your reading today. So then we have Sally. Sally. Anyone else here? If anyone else apart from Sally wants a card, comment now while I do Sally's card. So if you want a card, pop on and go, I want a card. But this is for Sally. Excuse me, 2 seconds, Sally. The green in the middle is the box. Oh, love that. So Sally has 5 of water. Colin, I'll do Colin after Sally. So Sally, 5 of water. It's all about our emotions. There's 5 cups. Now, when you look at the imagery, you've got 2 standing up and 3 on the floor. People focus on the 3 that's broken, but hey ho, look, you've got a bright future. Stop focusing on the negative, focus on the positive. Things are not turning out the way you hoped. That's okay. Not seeing the positive in a situation, crying over spilt milk. So this is all about emotions. The poor me, it's all good because it's all water. There's the water. But look, the light is shining on the 2 that are standing up. But so often we focus on the things that have fallen over, you know, crying, oh my God, they've fallen over. But hang on, we've got 2 massive big cups, and focus on the positive. Focus on where the light is shining on the 2 that's standing up. It's not shining on the darkness. When you see this image, what do you see, Sally? Looks like a unicorn next to the cup. There's something there. Don't know whether you mean that. There, to me, is a whale. That's a whale, an orca whale, I think. An ochre whale. Brightness, absolutely, like a unicorn next to the cup. If that's how you see it, absolutely. What does a unicorn represent to you? When you do the spiritual animal meaning of a unicorn, what does a unicorn represent to you? Go and Google it. So you see a unicorn, which is magic, and it's a colours, but to the lighter one. Yeah. Okay. I don't know what that image is on the side. No idea. Can't see it. It's too fuzzy. I don't know what that is. But yeah. Things are not, they may not be turning out how you want, but maybe rather than focus on the negative of something, go, you know what, it may not turn out how I want, which is your ego. Your ego wants something to turn out in a certain way. Stop being stuck in your way and go, well, you know what, it's not turned out like that. Let's see what I can do. What can I do otherwise? Apart from, I was hoping it turned out like this. Well, you know what, it is what it is. Let's focus on another way, and that's what that is. So let us look at Colin. Is there anyone else apart from Colin? I'll do Colin now. Apart from Colin, who else would like a card? Who else would like a card? So we've got Colin. Colin has 9 of air. Keeping you awake at night. 9 of air. Expecting the worst, self-fulfilling prophecy, sleepless nights. If you are expecting the worst, the law of attraction states what you put out, you attract. So if you're thinking this is going to be really bad, then of course that's what's going to happen. We're going to have a nice, wonderful, easy journey up to North Wales and back on Saturday. Might even have time to go and see the sea. I hope so. I don't know, expecting the worst. Okay, self-fulfilling prophecy. Yeah, you're lying awake in bed and your mind is going here and your mind is going there, and then you go, oh, what, and if, and that, and then you wonder why, and then you go, I told you it was going to go wrong. No. If you're keeping awake at night worrying a leg, stop the thinking and suddenly go, because I can do this, my mind goes boom, boom, and then I go, nope, take a moment. What is my next thought? And when you suddenly say that, this is a great hypnotherapy trick. What is my next thought? And you suddenly realise your brain is not thinking anything. And then it will still. And then it go, right, I am really grateful. And then stop thinking and go, you know what, it's going to be really great. Because what happens is you start focusing on the negative. And you go, you know what, actually, what are the positive sides about this? Well, the positive side about Saturday is even if we don't go ahead and buy the thing, at least I've had to go and looked at it. We've had a great day out. We get to see the sea. Maybe we pick up some barrabriff while we're up there. I don't know. And you're going to have an amazing time spent with two amazing women. Take the earplugs, Colin. Take the earplugs. Not sleeping well, but due to two equal opportunities on the right. Ooh! Humming and hawing, and this is where you're sleeping because you're humming and hawing. Should I do this? Should I do that? Yeah. You know what? Maybe just decide, right, one of them I'm going to call A and one I'm going to be B. And you know what? I'm going to go for, and toss a coin. Or you can go, should I do this? A. And rather than lying awake at night going, oh, should I do this because this could happen? You don't know what's going to happen, whether you take A or B. You don't know. No one knows. You know, I may be a psychic medium, but I can't tell you what's going to happen, and no one can predict the future. And if anyone says they can predict the future, you say, why aren't you a millionaire by predicting the lottery numbers? Because if you can predict the future, you'll be able to predict the lottery numbers. Load of bullshit. Okay? But it's like, put your hand, and I'm sorry you're not sleeping, but due to and this is your head is going round and round. If I take this, this could happen, this could happen, and this could happen. If I do this, this could happen, this could happen. You don't know what might happen. The easiest thing to do is, I've got two opportunities. And they're on the horizon, but they haven't actually happened yet. So you don't know whether, and it's on the horizon. Is it on the horizon or not? Has it arrived yet? Because you're making all these scenarios, but the opportunity hasn't actually arrived at this exact moment in time. So you're making up positive, little stories in your head, but the opportunity hasn't actually arrived yet. It's not even here yet. You can talk to me on Saturday about it. But me, but and this is it. And it's just like, you know what? I'm worthy of sleep. And you can go over it. So you're the hypnotist. Use some hypnotist things and go, well, until the opportunity is actually, because you're saying they're on the horizon. What happens if they don't arrive? And then you go, all these sleepless nights, what a waste of time, because the opportunity didn't arrive, because I think they're on the horizon, but boom, 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 boom. And then just go and listen to yourself. Which is the one you want to go for? Should I do this one? Should I do A? Does it feel yes? Should it feel no? If it's a maybe, no. Should I do B? Yes. Should I do B? No. Your heart knows, your intuition knows. And then it's go, right. And then you make your decision. You go, you know what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. And then more sleepless nights. Is there anybody else? Hello, Marta. Hello, Marta. I'm hopefully posting those elemental fairy cards off to you tomorrow. So I've got the address somewhere, so hopefully I'll be doing that tomorrow. Just need to sort out some packaging for it. That's one of the things that's held me up, is sorting out, something strong and safe to send the cards. You're welcome, Colin. We can chat on Saturday. Marta. Marta is Page of Earth. Page of Earth. Scholarly, dependable, patient, successful. Oh, that's all you. Good news about financial matters. Love it, love it, love it. Wanting to do something more challenging, a new area of study. Oh, you're doing something new and exciting. Now, when you look at that image, Marta, what comes out to you the most? When you look like this, yeah. So, when you look at that image, because we've been talking today on in the tarot, images, not just the names and the words on the card. But when you look at that, what do you see? Now, to me, when I see the card, I'm actually drawn to this. It's actually a butterfly. I'm actually drawn to the blue. To me, blue represents your throat chakra. Are you speaking your truth? Are you hearing to the truth? Or are you listening? Or are you listening to other people and allowing them to tell you what to do? Or are you going, fuck you, I'm going to do what I want to do? Sorry about that, Marta. And it's like abundance. And it's like she's sitting there, almost like she's unsure. Well, of course, the page is, you know, page, knight, king, queen at the start. Too much going on. But you're wanting to do something more challenging. Maybe like this, yeah. And go for challenging. And it's like, yeah, because life gets boring, the same old, same old. So it's like you get stuck in a routine. And it's time now to go further afield, to do something even better and bigger. I mean, look at you hosting that thing over in another country. I mean, no, we're not going to host something in this country. You're going to go, I've just started business strategies. Ooh, there you go. A new area of study. But you're at the beginning. This is like the page. And it's the start of the new things. And then once you've got that, then you become the knight and then you can fly. That's why they're sitting there at the moment, taking in all the knowledge. But remember, make sure you're speaking your truth. Are you hearing and listening? To me, I am attracted to all the, not only the blue butterfly, you're taking flight. Well, you will be. It's at the beginning. The butterfly is there, but it's at the start of a new journey. You haven't taken off yet because you're learning you're listening to all the information that's been spoken to you. But I'm drawn to all those beautiful gold flowers because the flowers are out. The flowers are not in bud. The flowers are open. You've blossomed. You are blossoming into yourself, into a beautiful, rich life. Do you see what I mean? They're open up. They're wide open. Wide open to all the experiences life that offers you. You're open to, ready to receive, because that's what they are. They're not a bud. They're not tiny, where, not happening yet. That to me is like you are ready to receive. You're excited to fly ahead, but it is early stage. So you're collating all the information at the moment. And once you've got the collated, so it's like you're ready to receive all the information, and then you become the knight and step off. I hope it makes sense. Right. Thank you for everyone who joined me. Looks like she has a tattoo on her arm like me. Oh my gosh, she has. You see, I didn't spot that. She's also got pixie ears. Well spotted, you see, that's what you're drawn to. So that is you. She looks a little bit shy, as if not quite sure. But that's anything when you start anything new. Am I doing the right thing? Yes, you are, because you wouldn't have done it. Yeah, trepidation. But she's got pixie or elf-like ears. To me, they're pixie ears, not elf ears. Listening with big ears, taking everything in. Okay.